El Sonavabitche by Gloria Anzaldúa. Car flowing down a lava of highway, just happened to glance out the window in time to see brown faces, bent backs, like prehistoric boulders in a field, so common a sight no one notices. Blood rushes to my face. 12 years I'd sat on the memory, the anger scorching me, my throat so tight I can barely get the words out. I got to the farm in time to hear the shots ricochet off barn, spit into the sand, in time to see tall men in uniforms thumping fists on doors, metallic voices yelling, "Halt!" their hawk eyes constantly shifting. When I hear the words, "Corran, muchachos," I run back to the car, ducking, see the glistening faces, arms outflung, of the Mexicanos running headlong through the fields, kicking up clouds of dirt. See them reach the tree line, foliage opening, swishing closed behind them. I hear the tussling of bodies, grunts, panting, squeak of leather, squawk of walkie-talkies, sun reflecting off gun barrels, the world a blinding light, a great buzzing in my ears, my knees like aspens in the wind. I see that wide, cavernous look of the hunted, the look of hares, thick, limp, blue-black hair, the bare heads humbly bent of those who do not speak, the ember in their eyes extinguished. I lean on the shanty wall of that migrant camp north of Muncie, Indiana. "Wets," a voice says. I turn to see a Chicano pushing the head of his muchachita back into the naguas of the mother, a tin plate face down on the floor, tortillas scattered around them. His other hand signals me over. He too is from El Valle de Texas. I had been his kid's teacher. I'd come to get the grower to fill up the sewage ditch near the huts, saying it wouldn't do for the children to play in it. Smoke from a cooking fire and shirtless niños gather around us. "Mojados," he says again, leaning on his chipped Chevy station wagon. "Been here 2 weeks, about a dozen of them. The Sonavabitche works them from sunup to dark, 15 hours sometimes. Como mulas os trabaja, no saben cómo hacer la perra." Last Sunday, they asked for a day off, wanted to pray and rest, write letters to their families. "¿Y sabes lo que hizo el Sonavabitche?" He turns away and spits, says he has to hold back half their wages, that they'd eaten the other half. Sack of beans, sack of rice, sack of flour. Frijoleros sí lo son, but no way could they have eaten that many frijoles. I nod. "Como le dije, son 12. Started out 13. 5 days packed in the back of a pickup, boarded up tight. Fast, cross-country run, no stops except to change drivers, to gas up. No food, they pissed in their shoes. Those that had guaraches slept slumped against each other, sabe Dios where they shit. One smothered to death on the way here. Miss, you should have seen them when they stumbled out. First thing the Sonavabitche did was clamp a handkerchief over his nose, then ordered them stripped, hosed them down himself in front of everybody. They hobbled about, learning to walk all over again. Flacos con caras de viejos, aunque la mitad eran jóvenes. Como le estaba diciendo, today was payday. You saw them. La Migra came busting in, waving their pinche pistolas, said someone made a call, what you call it, anonymous. Guess who? That Sonavabitche? Who else? Done this 3 times since we've been coming here. Sepa Dios how many times in between. Wets, free labor, esclavos, pobrecitos de la chingada. This the last time we work for him, no matter how fregados we are, he said, shaking his head, spitting at the ground. "Vámonos, mujer. Empaca el mugrero." He hands me a cup of coffee, half of it sugar, half of it milk. My throat so dry I even down the dregs. It has to be done. Steeling myself, I take that walk to the big house. Finally, the big man lets me in. How about a drink? I shake my head. He looks me over, opens his eyes wide, and smiles. Says how sorry he is. Immigration is getting so tough. A poor Mexican can't make a living, and they sure do need the work. My throat so thick, the words stick. He studies me, then says, "Well, what can I do you for?" "I want 2 weeks' wages, including 2 Saturdays and Sundays, minimum wage, 15 hours a day." I'm more startled than he. "Whoa there, senorita. What's work for whatever you give them? The season hasn't been good. Besides, most are halfway to Mexico by now." 2 weeks' wages, I say, the words swelling in my throat. "Miss, what did you say your name was?" I fumble for my card. "You can't do this. I haven't broken no law." His lidded eyes darken. I step back. "I'm leaving in 2 minutes, and I want cash, the whole amount, right here in my purse when I walk out." No hoarseness, no trembling. It startled both of us. "You want me telling every single one of your neighbors what you've been doing all these years? The mayor, too? Maybe make a call to Washington?" Slitted eyes study the card again. They had no papers, no cards. I'd seen it over and over. Work them, then turn them in before paying them. "Well, now," he was saying, "I know we can work something out, a sweet young thing like yourself." "Cash," I said. I didn't know anyone, DC. Now I didn't have to. "You want to keep it for yourself, that it?" His eyes were pinpricks. "Sweat money, mister, blood money. Not my sweat, but same blood." "Yeah, but who's to say you won't abscond with it?" "If I ever hear that you got illegals on your land even a single day, I'm going to come here in broad daylight and have you hung by your balls." He walks slowly to his desk. Knees shaking, I count every bill, taking my time.